What is the role of sports journalism in fighting bias? Imagine a world where every athlete gets a fair shot, no matter their background or gender. Sports journalism has a big part to play in making that happen. When you think about careers in sports media and broadcasting, you might picture exciting commentary or interviews. But it's also about making sure the stories told are fair and balanced. Sports journalists are responsible for reporting accurately and without stereotypes. They need to be aware of common biases like racial, gender, or cultural stereotypes. For example, bias stories often highlight athletes of color in negative ways or suggest women's sports are less important. This kind of coverage can limit opportunities for underrepresented groups and reinforce harmful ideas. Good sports journalists actively work to change that. They do this by choosing words carefully, avoiding language that stereotypes or stereotypes based on race or gender. They also make sure to give equal coverage to all sports, athletes, and backgrounds. For instance, they highlight stories of women athletes and athletes of different races to show diversity. This helps break down barriers and encourages more people to participate in sports. Another way they fight bias is by challenging narratives that unfairly target certain groups. For example, they might question the idea that certain sports are only for specific races or genders. Promoting diversity within sports media itself is also key. When newsrooms include people from different backgrounds, it leads to broader perspectives and less unconscious bias. Sports journalists also investigate and expose unfair practices or corruption that might be hidden due to biased reporting. Their work influences how fans see athletes and how organizations make decisions. When coverage is fair and honest, it creates a more inclusive environment where everyone feels valued and recognized. From a career point of view, sports journalism offers a chance to push for fairness and equality. Journalists who understand bias and actively work against it help improve the credibility of sports media. They help tell stories that inspire young athletes and future journalists from all backgrounds. In the end, fighting bias in sports journalism is about being aware, ethical, and committed to fairness. When journalists do this, they help make sports more inclusive and representative of everyone. This benefits athletes, fans, and the entire sports industry.